Hey, what is up everyone, my name is Dimos and welcome to another video. Today I will be showing you how to extrude in every Minecraft rig that is compatible with TIMYS, like let's say an edit or yeah, thanks. Well, unfortunately this tutorial is not gonna work with Lemon Hunter's TIMY edit, but it's going to work with most of the edits and like my own edit, which will be soon released for you guys. Well, I won't show you today, but someday soon, hopefully, when I finish with doing things. Yeah, sorry. Also, I apologize for coughing all the time. I'm just shitty on doing commentary. So, let's get into it. So, I will open TIMYS Rig version 6.4 Mind Boss and Worthy Edit, and then go to Rigs, and yeah, as you can see, it's a TIMY Edit version 6.4. So, I will click it. Open. Sorry, as I told you, I'm a shit commentary, so alright, and it should open right like this. So now we got this, and it's a pretty beautiful skin, so I guess I won't be changing it. But as you can see, it's an edit because it has different bones and things. So let's say that I select the bones like right now. You can see that it's an all green thing, so I will just press Ctrl and Tab or switch from object mode to pose mode, and now I can pose things differently. Also, this rig has stretching bones, which is cool, and in the specific edit you should go down there and click again the snap to deactivate it. So now you can see it has beautiful move and stretch, and also goes for the legs. Unfortunately this rig is for an IK. I don't really like IK with a hand, so I guess I will be switching it to right like this. So go to TIMYS rig, make sure you have selected a bone first so you can see this panel, and then I will show you some of my settings. So firstly, you can guys choose if you want a curvy character or if you want a simple square rig. I guess I will go for a square rig. And also uncheck restrict select, which allows you to take separate parts and masses like I do here, but you can also click the bones. And yeah, so what I want to is to switch from IK to FK. So as you can see, I'm sorry, here it writes right IK and left IK and goes for arms. So for me, the perfect opportunity is to have an FK. So just go like this. But in this edit, it seriously loses some things, like it should have a bone up there, like this one. So yeah, what if I go to .500 .5? God damn it! Oh, it should be fine like this, and .5, but it still has this bone down there. But I can play with the FK too, so that's fine, I guess. Alright, and also switch to smooth bands. That's what I really like doing, guys, I'm sorry. And also open fancy feet, because it makes it more realistic, and now with the stretches, yeah. So let's get into extruding. First of all, as I told you, you have to uncheck restrict select and take specific parts of it. So like this one is the upper HUD layer for our head. So what you have guys to do, I'm sorry for not having the screencast add-on, for some reason I can't load it, so I may show you some keys in the description. I don't know, but you can take if you want. So yeah, now let's get here and then hit slash on your keyboard. So not slash which is next to your right shift, but if you have guys a numpad, then it's the slash on the top of your numpad. If you don't have a numpad, then you just come view and it's, yeah, this view global slash local number slash. So if I do this, then if I go here, it's specific to only show you one place of the rig, maybe a bone, maybe a mess. Of course we will do this thing for mess. And now in the specific reason, make sure that you have pressed this button, which will not allow our selection to go beneath the transparent pixels or anything else. Make sure this is checked, so you won't see this background, you will only see what's on. So now make sure you have clicked faces down there, and you will use this paint thing. So I wish I could say right now you guys know the basics, but I will be the good guy and explain what I'm doing here. So if you press C on your keyboard, the C which is upper than your space button, you can see that you have a brush, a cyclic brush. So if you scroll up and down, this is going to scale it up and down. Now if you click on this mode, you can see that you can select the faces and in general things. So as you can see, I have selected all this. Now if you press your middle click, which is the scroll button, then it deselects things. Now if you press right click, you will select one pixel and then deselect, but if you press right click out of there, you can see that your brush is out, so now you can move. So let's say that I press C and open this bar and then select these. If I go to scroll to the right, you can see that everything is deselected. So sorry, yeah, whatever, I couldn't undo that. So if you want to go like this, then when you're in your brush mode, then press right click, then middle click and scroll around. That's a basic thing. I wish you guys have understood what I'm doing here. So now we will be selecting everything that is transparent, or if you have more pixels that are non-transparent and have texture on it, then you can select those and then do what I would say. Whatever, I will show you in another part. So let's get into it. I will select all these things, then right click, then scroll to move, then C, then click, and as you can see I get a little bit out of hand here, so middle click to get rid of it, and select those, then right click to get out of it, then get down there. So as you can see, I have almost selected all the transparent pixels. Also, you see that's a glitchy pixel. Don't worry, it's just a selected by right click pixel. It is selected. If you have this texture, it means it is selected. So now let's get here, and yeah, as you can see, we're choosing those pixels. Make sure you have chosen all of the transparent pixels and not any of the non-transparent, and even if you haven't selected all of them, like let's say I don't have this one, press X and then faces. The X is also next to your C brush, but you can see we have some transparent pixels here, so I will just select them, then get out of the brush mode, then press X and faces. And now as you can see, we got this thing, which is only the non-transparent pixels that have a texture. So what you have to do, guys, here, even not necessarily, you will just come here and take this, make sure you have only selected the hair, and then press P and selection. So now, guys, what we are going to do here is something really good. I wish you have experienced UV maps before, but before doing anything, you can extrude this thing up, but because it's something squaric, we will use a solidify modifier. So click your modifier panel, but make sure you're not in edit mode and you have selected this thing, then add a modifier, then a solidify. Now I'm not a really big fan of solidify because it's not meant to be extruding things, but the official extrude of Blender well, needs much more effort and can't extrude like the Solidify does. So what you guys have to do is to, like, let's say, I think it's set to .1, yeah. You will have to go negative if you want to extrude upper, and like let's say -.5, and you can see that this thing is pretty much extruded, but the edges are not really likely. So then make sure you click even thickness so it goes square. Well, in this case it really worked properly, but in some other cases it won't really work like this. So just saying. Now we'll select this one and get out of edit mode, then only choose the hair and then press last. So now guys, what we're going to do with this is to work with the E button. E stands for extrude. So press tab to go to your edit mode or switch from object mode to edit mode, and then you have those here. So what we are going to do here is that if you have, as you guys have already noticed, you can pretty much see that this has two edges, two faces. This is the upper and this is the middle one, which goes to the mid and this to the top. So we will have to edit those things separately. So what I suggest you guys doing is that you choose only those who face to a specific direction, then press Shift D to duplicate, then press E. The reason I'm doing this is because if you don't press Shift D and do E, well, I guess it will work, but sometimes it glitches and gives you transparent pixels, which will have to be fixed in the UV image editor. So then, yeah, what I'm going to do is to press E and then dot and 02. We just extruded this thing by .02, which means 0 to 100, or yeah, it's just a point to extrude out. Now you have to take this part and the extruded part which equals to those and then do the exactly same value for an E.02. And as you can see, we have those transparent pixels. So that's where you have to fix it. Then press Shift D, then E, then .02. Then press A to deselect everything, then A again. This helps to select everything. Then press W and remove doubles. As you can see, it says removed 508 vertices, 58 vertices. So this does remove the duplicates from here. We had two faces and then they were removed. Then they are 4 by 4. It's yeah, many vertices. So now that's a cool extrude, but I would like it to be more fancy. So if you think about that, you have to be creative. This goes to the right, so it should end to the right. So the highest place of this hair should be to the right. Well, this depends on you, but I prefer to do it like where it goes. So let's say it begins from up there and goes down there, then this should be the highest place and this should be the bottom place. You will see what I'm saying right now. So now pick the pixels and let the highest place, which is to the left, I want this to be the highest, so this should be the lower. So choose the pixels that are inside somehow and not outlined. I know how to really explain that, but please try to make sense. So press E again, .02, and you can see that we have extruded this part, and also choose only those parts and not this one, and press E.02. So as you can see, we have extruded this to the upper place, and this makes a cool extrude. Now do exactly the same thing for this, so I will only pick those two edges this time and then go somehow like this, E.02, and there you go to the top for an E.02. The last place is somehow messy, so I will just select those and press E.02 and then go to the final and press E.02. So as you can see, we have made a really cool extrude without losing any maps. So what you have to do with this one right now is to go press last again, and after done with the other extruding, then we will have to pose it. So now select the inner head, which is this one, press last and then press stop. Now you can guys select the face only, or select everything and deselect the face. So yeah, just do that. Make sure you have deselected everything which is a face, because we want to select only the hair. You can also just deselect everything and select the hair, or select the face and then press Ctrl I to invert your selection. So now we have the hair only, so press P and selection. So now as you can see, we got our hair. And I will also use another solidify modifier, but I think that now you may see that it's not that exact. So -.4 and then even thickness. Yeah, it goes cool, but as you can see, in places like this one, it goes really unexpected. I don't know. So just to fix that, deselect everything. Basically, you know, press last again, then choose only the extra here, then press last. This will help you a little bit to fix some things. So as you can see, this set goes up there, so it can be similar to this one. Well, this is not something that should be happening, so go into the edit mode and then choose only this pixel and then press B and selection, and this will fix it. And do the same thing for here, so you can see that it's fixing the extruding parts. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. You have an extruded cool hair, and it's also exact. So now press last to get out of the view. And now what we will guys have to do is to move this thing so it fits. So I will press G and Z, but I would like to have a better view. So you can also scale it if you want. Just go to Z, and I will go to 1 and 5. Let's hide this camera for now, and then I'll make sure to move it to the pixels. If Ctrl helps you, that's cool. Now it should be like that, but it's a bit buggy right here. Well, it doesn't really matter. So now you should also pose those here. Well, no matter if they're already posed, it's fine if they are, but yeah, you should fix a little bit that if they are in. So maybe, oh, it's fine, it's fine, you don't have to move anything, it's fine. Just if I go like, no, it's really fine, it's really fine. You also got this bone, that's cool, and you have make a fancy extrude up there. Now it's time to extrude the other part, and maybe extrude the cape if you can select the mesh. Well, oh, you can select the mesh, so we'll show you later how to edit this thing. Alright, now let's get into the first head. So as you can see, we have a transparent texture with no texture at all. So this doesn't help and gives us extra render time, so just delete it. The same goes for this end, and this leg, and these legs. In case that's not for every rig, it's to the most rig, of course, but if you have some upper texture, then you just don't delete it and extrude properly like I did here. So now you can see that this is also transparent, so let's get rid of it, and then let's take this thing. Well, I will leave the body for the end. So as you can see, we have a hand right here. Press last. So now you can see that this is pretty much two parts to duplicate. This is the sleeve somehow, and this is the upper shirt. So we could just extrude the sleeve and say that this is the shirt, this is the hand, but it won't be really helpful, don't you think so? Because actually this should be a little bit upper than this one. So what we will do is that we will go into edit mode, then press A to deselect everything. Now select the sleeve, not from the top face, just select it like this, and now press Shift and D. So to explain what I'm doing here is that if you have select this and press E and then S, Shift Z, you can see that that it takes the maps from down here. So this is compatible with this pixel. But if we press Shift D and duplicate, and then extrude by pressing E and then S and Shift Z, and just extrude a little bit, not that much, you can give a specific point to this one. You can see that it takes the maps from up there and the maps from the same thing, so you won't have to fix anything to the UV image editor, and also this stays complete fine. So now we should extrude this sleeve a little more. So what you have to do is to select everything and then press W and remove doubles, so the vertices will go and this will be fixed pretty much. So let's get into this one right now. You know how to select. I won't say it much more time, so like this, then Shift D to duplicate, then E, then S, then Shift Z, and extrude a little bit more than the upper sleeve. So as you can see, no maps bugging and it's fine. This is a really good method to extrude, and the reason I'm not using a solidify is because you have to separate if you do a solidify. But now that you're not doing a solidify, if I get out of it, then take a bone which is smooth and then move it, you can see that it doesn't bag, that it's really fine even for a smooth pen. But if it's separated, it will go glitching and you will not be able to use your smooth bed as you like and admire. Well, yeah, so there we go. That's the sleeve right now. So press last, and I've shown you pretty much what I'm doing, and that goes for the other hand. And the legs will work with the same method, but I should show you. So let's say this is it, and that's the foot, that's the shoe. So just choose all of these faces, I'm sorry. I'm kinda sick, guys, so yeah, I'm not really into it, but I think I will make this tutorial cool. But not select those bottom things, then press Shift D, then press E, then S, then Shift Z, if you want to do this enough. Also, another cool extrude would be to, let's say, deselect all of these things down, and this white thing, then press E, no wait, sorry, then Shift D, then E, then S, then Shift Z, extrude enough, then choose the bottom ones, except the bottom, sorry, then Shift D, then E, then S, then Shift Z, and extrude much more. Now press A and W, then remove doubles, and a cool extrude of a leg. Alright, and let's get to the final place, which is the body part. Now, this is a jacket. So, well, I would really like, guys, to give you some well, I would really like to give you some tips on how to do the jacket thing, but unfortunately I can, because well, I would really like, but it should be for another tutorial, and I'm not really certain how to do this. It's just a small tip, but it's not what you should do with a jacket, alright? So I will just extrude properly. So press tab, then press A, then choose this thing, then press P and selection. Now you have this, and now just choose only the certain side and this, then press P and selection, then go to the jacket thing, then wait, what? Alright, sorry, something went wrong. Guess I know why. So yeah, just do it like this, only the third, then leave the blue areas, then press P and selection. Then let's get this thing, and then add a modifier and a solidify, wait, then -.3, -.2. Also you can see that it's splitted, so just move this solidify upper than the edge split, and it's extruded. Press even thickness. It should be baggy, but it's fine. And yeah, then go here to this place and press tab, then choose all of these things, and then E, and extrude a little bit more than, no, in the middle of the extruded jacket, like this. And this may be unextruded, it doesn't really matter, but why not to extrude it? So E, and then to the middle, and this would be fine. And that's pretty much how you guys extrude your rig. Now I would like to show you how to do the jacket thing too. So we'll press last. Looks like that it's going down for an edit mode, so we can extrude it. But I could say that I would like to show you in another tutorial, so why not? Maybe down there. No, I can find it, sorry. So yeah, that's pretty much how to extrude your Minecraft character. So yeah, if you guys like this tutorial, then I would appreciate a like, and it will be really helpful. Also, if you could subscribe to me and want to see more tutorials, then that's the right thing to do. And if you want more tutorials and you know what about, then maybe a comment on what to do a tutorial to. This would be really cool. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry for the sound, I'm sorry for every cough, and yeah, so see ya in the next tutorial. Bye.